Every single day I ask my patients, when did their pain start? And so often I hear it started after a holiday. You've gone on a huge holiday, you've spent thousands of dollars on that holiday, and then you come back with foot pain, then you end up spending another $2,500 to $3,000 on your foot pain treatment, all because you wore the wrong shoes. In the next 10 minutes, I'll show you the 3 mistakes that are costing people thousands in treatments fees and my foolproof system to avoid that foot pain completely after your next trip. My name's Paul McCauley. I am a podiatrist. I'm based in Singapore, and my focus is to make foot health accessible so you don't make the same mistakes that my patients are making. But here's what shocked me the most. Just last month, I treated Sarah, a teacher who spent $2,500 grand and 3 months in physiotherapy because she only packed lightweight shoes for her Italy trip. By day 4 in Rome, she couldn't walk without pain. That's money and time that she spent after her trip. That money she could have spent on her next trip if she had just packed exactly the right shoes. And Sarah's not alone. I see this pattern every single week in my clinic in Singapore. So here's the deal. If you're walking 5 times more than you usually do on your holiday, then the wrong shoe choice will absolutely destroy your trip. And here's the scary part. Most people don't actually feel the damage until day 3 or 4. By then you're halfway through your $5,000 holiday. You're hobbling instead of actually exploring. But this is personal for me too. I live and work in Singapore, a fast-paced, busy city where holidays are sacred. When foot pain ruins that precious time off, it affects everything. Work performance drops, sleep suffers, and your quality of life takes a huge hit. Drop a shoe emoji in the comments if you've ever had pain ruin a holiday. Today, I'm not just going to tell you what's wrong. I'm going to give you my exact combinations that have saved hundreds of my patients from this nightmare. And no, I won't make you pack those ugly orthopedic options. These are still going to be fashionable options that are going to match lots of different outfits, but they're just going to be more comfortable and prevent you from suffering with foot pain after your trip. So let's dive in. Here are the 3 biggest mistakes that turn dream trips into months of foot pain and expensive treatment. The first mistake is packing only lightweight shoes. This is so common, and people say it to me often. You only have 10 kilos, so you're trying to keep your weight down. And the easiest thing to do is throw out a heavier pair of shoes. But the thing is, light shoes usually mean they have a lot of air in, so they're not very stiff, they're not very stable, they're very flexible, and that's not going to give you the support that you need for longer walking. Usually it's okay for day to day if you're doing 3,000 to 5,000 steps, but when you're suddenly walking 20,000 steps a day on holiday, maybe on uneven cobble streets, uneven ground, off-road, that's 5 times more than your usually daily steps. That instability puts a massive demand on your foot, your ankle, and your lower limb. The shoes feel great on day 1, but by day 3 or 4, you've got aching arches, you've got sore calves. You may even have started to get a bit of plantar fasciitis in the morning when you wake up. And that's the last thing that you want on a holiday. And you didn't bring with you any stiff-soled backup options to protect yourself. How many of you have done this? Common lightweight, if this sounds familiar. Take my patient James. He's a marathon runner, a fit guy, and he thought he knew shoes. He decided to take a light pair of race day shoes on holiday with him for his European walking tour. And he came back unable to run for 6 weeks. But wait, it gets worse. The second mistake is what I call airport shoes. People choosing easy to slip on shoes with no laces that they can slide on and off at security and when they sit on the flight. This sounds practical, doesn't it, right? But actually, it's a shoe that you only wear to the airport. And airports these days are absolutely massive. Let's take Changi in Singapore, for example. Every time I fly back to the UK, I take Emirates flight. And it seems like Emirates is at the far end of the terminal. It means I have to take such a long walk to the gate. And then we stop in Dubai. And it always seems to be a completely different terminal for my second flight. I've got an hour and a half to get there, and it's about a 2-kilometer walk. So I'm doing fast-paced walking in this slip-on shoe. It's unstable. I'm having to grip my feet, and it's not attached to the foot properly. It's causing excessive strain, excessive movement in the foot, and it's tiring. That means when you land from your flight, your feet hurt even before you've even started your trip. Plus now you're lugging around an extra shoe that's absolutely useless for the rest of your trip. And this is where mistake number 3 gets really costly. And this one, I've seen this before with my fiance. Mistake number 3, packing for fashion, not function. We've all been there. We go on holiday, we want to get some great snaps for Insta so that everyone can see where we are, what we're up to, and we want to look good. And so we pick our fanciest shoes, the ones that go with all of our outfits, but we don't actually think about what we're going to do on this trip. I see people travel with 3 different pairs of strappy sandals, all stylish and none supportive. And here is exactly what happens. Those thin straps, they don't hold your foot in place. So every step your foot is working overtime to stabilize itself. The forces that should be absorbed by the shoe, they're pushed straight into your arch, your tendons, your forefoot. You end up adjusting the way you walk just to keep them attached to your feet. But wait, it gets worse. These sandals are often completely flat with 0 arch support. If you walk into that private beach down a steep decline, you don't want to be slipping and sliding in the unsupportive sandals that give you blisters after 30 minutes. And these sandals might look good for the first night out, but if that's all you've packed, your feet will pay the price by day 2. If you're enjoying this breakdown, hit that like button. Let me know your biggest travel shoe disaster in the comments. Now here's what shocked me. I tracked my patients over 6 months, and the ones making these 3 mistakes average about $2,847 in treatment costs and at least 12 weeks of restricted activity, all because they've worn the wrong shoes on their trip. But here's the good news. Instead of gambling with your holidays, let me show you 2 foolproof shoe combinations that will save your feet on holiday. These have saved hundreds of my patients thousands of dollars and months of pain. The perfect shoe combination for beach holidays or active trips. Shoe number 1, supportive sandals like the Birkenstock Milano Big Buckle. They're stylish enough for dinners, they're stable for long walks. It works at the beach or around town without sacrificing comfort. Shoe number 2, a sports style sneaker, a versatile pair for airport travel, sightseeing, hikes, or even that 5K run. It needs to have a stable heel counter, firm midsole, a bit of a heel to toe drop, and definitely laces. My go-to pick would be the New Balance 530 in a neutral beige, just so that it matches all of your outfits. Shoe number 3, I'll be looking for a slide or waterproof thongs, which would be perfect for pool, beach, or anywhere you're gonna get wet. They're lightweight, they're easy to pack, and they're essential for warm weather. OOFOS slides are my go-to and my fiance's go-to choice as well. I'd avoid wearing these shoes for extremely long walks as it could lead to a bit of an issue. This combination covers 95% of beach holiday scenarios. Travel combo number 2, perfect for city breaks. Shoe number 1, a running shoe. Built to absorb impact on hard pavements and uneven city streets. They're comfortable for 20-30,000 step days while pairing well with activewear. For flat, pronated foot, I'd go for the Asics Kayano 32. For that high rigid arch, I'd probably choose the New Balance 1080 as a fantastic option. Shoe number 2, I'd pick flat white sneakers. They're clean, they're versatile, you can dress up or down, they're perfect for dinners, evening walks, or casual exploring. I'd recommend Stan Smith's. Their Derby style gives more forefoot space. I'd avoid wearing this for anything above 10,000 steps, as you may feel some achiness in the Achilles or the calf because they're so flat. And shoe number 3, I'll be looking at a smart flat shoe. Lightweight, fashionable, good for fancy dinners or photo ops. You can pack it small, it carries in your bag, and change when needed. My pick would be the Fire Crown 2 from Baird Footwear. Remember James, the marathon runner I mentioned? He now uses my 3 shoe system, and he just completed a 14-day hiking trip through Patagonia completely pain-free. Sarah, the teacher from earlier, she's now taken 3 trips through Asia using this system. 0 pain and 0 treatment required after it. Now that is the power of packing smart instead of packing light. Look, when it comes to travel shoes, it's not about having the most, it's about having the right types of shoes. By choosing supportive walking shoes, versatile casual options, and one elevated pair, you are absolutely prepared for anything your destination throws at you. This is gonna mean that you're gonna have a better holiday, you're gonna enjoy it more, and when you come back, you aren't gonna have those painful medical bills afterwards. Let me know which combination you think matches your next trip. Comment beach or city below. Now that you know what shoes to pack, you're probably wondering about the specific brands and models for your foot type. That's exactly what I cover in my top 6 shoes for city walking video. I'll see you there. And remember, your feet carry you through life's best adventures. So take care of them.